Here is one more example on quadratic graph to make sure you are very familiar with it. And in this case, it is a negative x squared kind of quadratic graph, which means it's an N shape. Okay, so once you have a quadratic equation, let's factorize. Now, if the number is hard to factorize, in fact, this is not hard to factorize, but like I said, you can use your calculator. Okay, now if you are using the Casio FX95SG, press mode 3 and then 3. Okay, press mode 3 and then 3. If you are using the newer one, FX97, press mode 5 and then it's a polynomial 2. The degree means what is the power? Power 2. You come here. Okay, so for those of you using the FX95SG, you can press mode 3, you should come here as well. For x squared is negative 2. In this case, your A. Your B is negative 3. And your C is 5. And when you press equal, you get x equals to 1. However, when you cannot just say this is x equals to 1 because we're just trying to factorize the quadratic equation. So if x is equals to 1 is the answer, I put it in the bracket, this would mean it is x minus 1. Because if x equals to 1 is the answer, we put it backward, x minus 1 equals to 0. This is in the first bracket. And the second bracket, it would be x equals to negative 5 over 2. So if I have x equals to negative 5 over 2, I cannot just write x plus 5 over 2. This is incorrect because all the coefficient must be in integer. Okay, so what do I need to do? Multiply by 2 first. I get 2x equals to negative 5. 2x minus plus 5 equals to 0. So which means that this is 2x plus 5. However, the calculator can only give you in the simplest form. These two are not equal to each other yet, because you see x and 2x, when they multiply, they give you 2x squared. But it is supposed to be negative 2x squared. So for negative example, you need to put the negative in front. Okay, so this is the way if you want to use your calculator to find the equation, to factorize the equation. Once I do this, okay, I can find out what is the coordinates of A, B, and C. So for A, it is the y-intercept sub x equals to 0, okay, or y equals to negative 2 bracket 0 minus 3 bracket 0 plus 5, or if you're fast, it is just this number here, which is equals to 5. Okay, so which means that A is equals to 0, 5. For B and C, they are the x-intercept. X-intercept means sub y equals to 0. 0 equals to negative bracket x minus 1, 2x plus 5. In this case, we can remove the negative because there is a 0 on the other side. So which means x minus 1, 2x plus 5 equals to 0, x equals to 1, or x equals to negative 2.5, which tallies to what you have used your mode 3 or mode 5 to find. Okay, so for B is equals to negative 2.5, 0. For C, it is equals to 1, 0. Okay, so let's put the things in. I have 5, 1, negative 2.5. Okay, so if I want to find the turning point, let's label the question properly. This is for, the whole thing is for A. Okay, so for B, I want the turning point. The turning point would always be the average of the two x-intercept. That would be negative 2.5 plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, and that would be equals to negative 2.5 plus 1 over 2, negative 3 over 4. And how to find the y coordinate? You've got to put it into the equation. Negative 2 bracket 3 over 4 square minus 3 bracket negative 3 over 4 plus 5. The equation is right here. I'm putting the x into here. Okay, so using your calculator, negative 2 bracket negative 3 over 4 square minus 3 times negative 3 over 4 plus 5. And you will have 6 over 1 over 8. So in this case, it's a maximum point or minimum point because it's an N shape, right? You are at the top here, so it is a maximum point. That will give you negative 3 over 4, comma 6 and 1. Okay? So they ask for the coordinates. Please put it back in coordinates form. Negative 3 over 4, comma 6 whole 1 over 8. Next, equation of the line of symmetry. Line of symmetry always occur at the turning point. And in this case, what is the x coordinate is negative 3 over 4. So for C, just write it down. X equals negative 3 over 4 is the line of symmetry. And the last one, which is the hardest, they want the equation of the line L. Okay, the coordinates of D, negative 3, negative 4. Okay. L is a straight line. A straight line has the form of the equation. So for D, I put it here because it's the most. Y equals to mx plus c. M is the gradient. Formula for gradient, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Which over here, the A, the coordinate is 0, 5. So I can use that. 5 minus minus 4 over 0 minus minus 3. Okay? And you will get 3. C is the y-intercept. If you have the graph, it's very obvious. Look at the y-intercept. The y-intercept is the place I cut y. It is 5. So you can just write therefore y equals to 3x plus 5. Okay? If you don't have an equation, how to find C? That means I write down y equals to 3x plus c. I sub a point which is negative 3, negative 4, so that I can find the c and then put it back into the equation. Okay, so remember, a straight line is in the form of y equals to mx plus c, and by this time you should know very well, be very familiar on how to find the x-intercept, the y-intercept, and the turning point of a quadratic graph.